Not inaccurate, it's just the rest of the story. Go to Wikipedia, it will tell you that the FCC, the Freedom Farm Cooperative, failed because of a lack of funding. There were droughts in the South, and there was disaster relief for that was available to white farmers, but it wasn't available to farmers of color. And that's all true, but there's more. If you go in greater depth and read biographies of Fannie Lou Hamer by people like Kay Mills, then the facts on the ground from people who were in the cooperative, who you never really hear from, were these. Number one, poor black folks were tired of farming. Number two, they were terrified of what might happen if they succeeded. You gotta remember, in the 1960s, even the 1970s, white folks in the South did not appreciate black folks doing too well. If you had a successful farm and you were divorcing yourself from like the white-owned farm thing that was going on down there, and suddenly y'all didn't have to shop at their markets anymore and spend your money in their places, they might blow your house up. But beyond the racial terror, just black families in the South were tired of farming. I come from a Southern black farming family. My grandfather didn't want any of his kids farming. It's bone-crushing, back-breaking, family-straining work. You don't hear about this because organizations like the NAACP were really focused on equality, making sure that black people had, for example, access to the same types of funding white people did. But they were often at odds with organizations like SNCC and the SCLC that were a lot more grassroots and focused on what's actually going on the ground. It's why we all hear about Rosa Parks, but not Claudette Colvin.